Right, gonna do some more back testing. So let's see what week, month, year we will be doing. Er, March 2025, week 2. March 2025, week 2. So let's get to that. Right, March 2025, week 2. I feel like I have backtested this month before, just like gathering my own data, but probably not going to be able to remember it. So shouldn't be a problem. Where's yes? There it is. Yeah. So nowhere near all time. Oh, we're not. Well, we're displacing away from all time highs. We have just been there recently. What are we? What have we got to our left? Not really much, to be honest. We have just swept out this weekly intermediate term low, but we could potentially be long from that. To be fair, we did create this hourly. Maybe a resweep of that hourly to trade higher towards this 4-hour intermediate term high. To be fair, that is a 4-hour intermediate term high as well. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Could potentially see us being bullish here after sweeping that weekly intermediate term low. What the hell is that? Alright, that makes sense because I'm not even at Monday. Nice one, mate. Right, let's do my analysis again. So we do end up holding that 4-hour, displacing lower. ES a little bit choppy, but we do hold the new week opening gap. Yeah, I'm just going to be bearish to this weekly intermediate term lower until we get that potential rebalance after. Have we got anything that can support price lower? We've got this weekly intermediate, this 30-minute intermediate term high. It's not a 30-minute on ES. It's at 15. It's not, so we'll have to see that get swept. Other than that, ready to rock and roll. Yep. So let's see what we get. So yeah, until either one of these sides get taken, like sides of the range, not really going to be open to anything. So we're just generating more liquidity at the lows. We do. That is. Hold on. I might have just missed a potential entry there. I think I like this trade. My only concern would be, nah. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. Was there an entry higher up that I could have got in on? There was this 30-second. Would I have took it? Maybe. Not too sure. But I will still take this 1 minute now. Stop loss, I'll just go to the body high. And then I'll target, what's this low? It's not a 1-to-1, so I'll target a 1-to-1. Yeah, so why am I taking this? Well, obviously, current order flow, we are bearish, trending towards this weekly intermediate term low on both assets. What we did tap into this 30-minute pre-market, so we have got that manipulation on NQ. What were we waiting for on ES? Well, we were waiting for that manipulation, which we got inside of the 15-minute. So, is this SMT valid? Yeah, it just adds to my conviction rather than takes away. So ideally, my entry would have been up here off of this 30-second. Obviously, would I have took that? I don't know. I'm just speaking in hindsight now because I didn't actually take it live time because I was skipping through. Didn't really expect to get a trade, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I would have took it with ES's structure anyway. It's a little bit weird. But nonetheless, we get this 1 minute. One of my only concerns with this is the fact that we did print a pretty big rejection wick inside of this 3 minute on ES. So really, I would want to see us close nicely below this low before taking a trade. However, that is the only thing wrong with this trade. Other than that, I'm completely convicted in it. So, I am going to take this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this trade. So, let's see. We'll be going break even at this low if somehow we don't take the TP at the same time. And that should be the only worry. Maybe that low, actually. We'll see. I'll see the reaction we get. Because, I mean, technically it's a 15-minute intermediate term low, but do I want to go break even? Man, see, the thing I'm worried about is obviously this is technically a 15-minute intermediate term low as it stands because we've wicked below it and we haven't yet closed. We close in 7 minutes. However, I don't think I'm going to go break even there. Why am I not going to go break even? Well, this 15-minute had all the opportunity in the world to take us higher. However, we didn't do that. We closed below CE and we've just constantly, well, we tapped into that 30-minute and then instantly displaced below the low. So I'm seeing that as a weak imbalance. Obviously, ES doesn't have anything that can support prices higher until the weekly intermediate term low. So I'm not going to go break even there. Obviously, ES has got that nice flush below this fair value gap now. So I am going to hold. Still going to hold, I think. Yeah. Let me play price, mate. Yeah, there we go. So that's quite a nice trade. Obviously, just using a little bit of conviction and DOLs to not go break even at that low. Wouldn't have actually got break even regardless, but obviously, if I would have got break even and then it ran to TP, I would have been pretty mad. So, yeah, that's quite a nice trade there. That was on Monday as well. Not too bad, not too bad. Next day. So, yeah, just still going to be bearish here. Why? Well, we're displacing lower, creating a line in bias PD arrays. I'm hoping that this 4 hour will now support prices lower. We shouldn't have to trade higher if this is going to be the DOL. Have we created anything from that? We have created this 15, a 30. We have created a 30. So I would like to see this 30-minute get traded into to then take us lower. What have we got leading up to that? Because if we have got generated low resistance, we have. I may take a trade towards it if we tap. What is the? Is this 2 hour intermediate term low? ES is already inside it though. I'd probably want to see fresh manipulation in this 30-minute or something. We got an hourly. No. Yeah. So wouldn't mind taking a trade towards it. But we'll have to just see what we get presented with. So we do get that open low. Do we get an inversion? We don't, which is a shame. Potential resweep. Man, that's annoying. Yeah, I really wanted to get involved in something there, but we just didn't have an inversion, and my entry trigger is an inversion. But of course, we could still get a short from here, which it looks like we get. We do indeed. Has ES manipulated though? No, ES has not got any manipulation. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait here. Looks like we are going to get that true manipulation now though. No, we're not. Yeah, just not really anything so far. Although we do, I bet we've inversed it, haven't we? We haven't inversed it, no. We sweep out that 4 hour intermediate term high. ES now holds that, taps into that 30-minute. We are still holding this 15-minute, so we could well print a rejection. We can trade lower. Since when was that a 15-minute? I didn't notice that. Yeah, let's see if we get the inversion here. Highest time frame is that 30-second. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. The only annoying thing is that 15-minute intermediate term low. In terms of stop loss, I'm going to go CE of the wick, I think. Yeah, we got it bang on there. Yeah, CE of the wick. GP, I'm just going to hold for a 1 hour, I think, which is going to be down here. Let me get that. There we go. Right. The only problem is how close we are. This feels like a guaranteed break even. And another thing as well is we are, like, narrative wise, I do think we go to this low, just basic internal to external on both assets, that is. But the only concerning thing is we did tap into this 2 hour, print a pretty big rejection wick where we then opened up this 15-minute. But in terms of high time frame narrative, what am I more convicted in here? Well, it is going to be the shorts, you know what I mean? Not reacting out of anything to the left of us. Yeah, it's another one of the things, like, I don't want to go break even at this low just because it's almost a guaranteed break even, but then again, ES is so close to this external low anyway, so it's kind of tricky. I'm going to go on the lower time frame for this just to make sure I don't get break even, and then I really don't want to go break even at this low. I just don't see this 15-minute supporting prices higher. But I feel like I feel like I have to. I don't want to, but would have been break even there anyway because ES has took that external. So I'm just hoping for the 1 RR now, and we do get that. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I like the trade. In terms of the actual trade, I do like it. It was just this 15-minute intermediate term low that's kind of throwing me off. Obviously, didn't end up making a difference anyway. But should I have gone break even? Maybe not. But hey, we won anyway. So let's move on to the next day. Two pretty good trades back to back there. Right. So what am I seeing here? Do we open up a daily? We do open up that daily, which we have now traded into. Oh. On both assets, that is. So I would want us to trade lower from this now, if we are going to remain bearish. If not, we could just see us get a reversal here. So yeah, a resweep of this high is all I'm really going to be looking for here. Which we don't get. ES is gunning lower, which is nice to see. This is a little weird. I'm just not really looking for longs at the minute. That's the only problem. Because like, if we are going to be bearish, we shouldn't trade past this daily. Like, we should use it to go lower towards the external range. But then again, it doesn't really look like that's what we're doing. I'll take a 5-minute con if we get it, which we don't get. Yeah, it's looking like a no trade day. Obviously, I've already got 2 nice trades this week, so I don't need to push for anything else that I'm not convicted in. Do we end up opening up a 15-minute? We're not going to open one up before the session ends. So that is a bit of a shame. Potential mech here. I quite like the structure. Have we got a key level that we're reacting out of? This 4 hour. Nothing on ES though, sadly. So, actually, we don't end up sweeping out that low. Do we end up getting it now? We do sweep it out, but I think it's 11 o'clock now. Yeah. Yeah, next day. So obviously, already got 2 nice trades for the week on a day like that where I'm clearly not convicted. In the longs, it was. There's just no reason to enter. Conviction's not there, so I'm not gonna put risk on the table. So, I mean, we could. I am gonna be bullish here, I think. It's kind of like low resistance versus low resistance, though. Like, ideally, you want to see either side of the range get swept before taking anything. But I think I am going to be more bullish as it stands. We have got this 30-minute. Yeah, the reason I am still bullish is just based on displacement. What are we doing? Well, we're disrespecting these gaps to the left of us. Respecting bullish, obviously holding C of this gap as it stands. So I am going to be more bullish. So let's see what we get. Open low, true manipulation. Do we get an inversion? We are printing. Have we got a 1 minute? That is that a gap? Low, 69, high is not a gap. Do we get that 30-second? No, resweep, inversion now. Oh, that is beautiful. SMT as well. That is very nice. Yeah, I'm going to take this. God, got a smile on my face. If this ends up losing, I'm going to kick off. Targeting this high. That one on ES. Yeah, so I'll go through this trade. So obviously, what are we in? Well, we're in a low resistance versus low resistance situation. We've got low resistance at lows, low resistance, low resistance at the highs, low resistance at the lows. So in these scenarios, you just need to see what's being disrespected versus respected. Obviously, you look to our left, we're disrespecting these imbalances, respecting these bullish imbalances. So what can we expect? Well, we can expect to take out these low resistant highs first before we redecide where we want to go. So we deliver off that 1 hour. We then create this 30-minute. We tap into that 30-minute with true manipulation. Is it the best gap in the world? It's kind of like just amongst low resistance. It's not the best, but that's kind of like the only thing wrong. We get that internal SMT. We get instant displacement higher. So I am going to take this trade. I'm just going to go stop at the low and then target a 1-to-1, 51.75. Yeah. Obviously at break even when we take this 50-minute intermediate term high. So like I said, the only real concern with this trade is the fact that this 30-minute is kind of just amongst low resistance, you know what I mean? Like when you have an imbalance, you kind of want it to be an actual imbalance. Like if you look to our left here, this range here with the 1 hour in, you can like see that it's imbalanced, you know what I mean? We rebalance this range, we start trading higher. This one isn't really, it's just all low resistance, which is the only worry, but that is the only worry. Sometimes you got to weigh your conviction. You're not always going to have everything perfect. So I do like this. And I shouldn't have liked it. Nice. Yeah, I suppose that was the only worry there, was the fact that it was just amongst low resistance. Maybe I should have faded it. I do want to see though, do we end up sweeping out this 1 hour intermediate term low and then getting what we wanted? No, we do end up flipping bearish. But of course, I already took my trade for the day, so that's not something I'm going to continue to engage in. Looks like you do get a nice 15-minute continuation there as well. Yeah, that 10.28 looks nice. Yeah, so maybe I should have faded that trade just because the 30-minute gap wasn't the strongest or the best looking, but it is what it is. We move on. I took the trade, I accepted the risk. So, yeah, this isn't the best price action. Honestly, I'm going to be more... I don't know, this is not the prettiest, I'm going to be honest. Kind of just want to skip the day, I'm going to be real. I think I am going to be more inclined... I don't really know, I'm going to be honest. This is pretty bad price action. Like, I suppose we are expecting bullish with that 4 hour, but then this is like just a weak distribution. So I can see us being bearish here. See what we get. We open low and then tap into that 15-minute as well and then displace higher. So this isn't too bad because the market is playing its hand here. It's telling me what it wants to be, which is looking like it wants to be bullish. So all I really want is a 15-minute continuation from this. Then we'll be good to go. Will we get that 15-minute continuation? Let's find out. 10 minutes till this 15 opens. Looks like, yeah, we've got that 15-minute on both assets now. So all I'll be looking for here is for us to trade into it. That 15-minute is a bit lower now. So yeah, I just want to see us tap into that, get a decent inversion higher. Looks like we get news at 10 AM. 5 minutes the highest time frame in this leg, but there isn't a stop hunt, so I'm not going to be taking that. and then it looks like we're just going to stay range bound until 11 o'clock. Yeah, pretty bad price action there. Hopefully tomorrow is cleared up. So yeah, I am going to be bullish here. Towards this daily intermediate term high. See what ES is saying. ES is telling the same story. Obviously, ES actually looks a lot nicer than NQ here because we're actually holding these 4-hour gaps. Obviously, NQ doesn't really have anything that's holding it, but we have created this new leg of price action, which is, of course, got the 1 hours in, so don't really need to worry about that. We have got that 30-minute on ES, so yeah, I am going to be bullish here. Looking for an open low to then trade higher, but we don't get that. We just displace higher instantly. Nice. Oh wait, I did not notice that we swept. I didn't realise that was a 50-minute intermediate term low. Don't tell me we've got an inversion. Right, no worries. I thought I missed a trade of the week there. We do sweep out that daily intermediate term low. Could potentially flip bearish here. Why? Well, we got our initial mitigation of this daily 3 days ago, and then it led to a weak distribution. However, now we've broke out of that range, sweeping it out, so we could potentially go low from here. Am I going to take a 1 minute inversion off of a daily intermediate term high sweep? No, I'd like to see more structure, especially given that we're currently in bullish order flow. But yeah, obviously it's just an idea, and I will wait for it to be confirmed. But as it stands, I am just going to remain bullish. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get... Oh, what has gone on? At least I didn't miss anything by the looks of things. We do sweep out that 15-minute intermediate term low again. Ooh. That actually looks quite nice. I'm going to be honest. Is that a 30-minute? It is a 30-minute. Interesting. Yeah, so what I'm looking at here is this trade that I did miss. Oh, that looks so nice. I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, so why does this look nice? Well, we sweep out that 15-minute intermediate term low. Does NQ have reason to go higher, like in terms of DOLs? Not really. Because we could easily respect this daily and then go back to the range low. However, what's ES done? Well, ES has edged that daily intermediate term high, and then opened up this 15-minute, tapped into it, and now trading away. Obviously, I did miss my entry, so I can't really... I'm not going to take it, but this trade down here does look beautiful. Does end up going on to lose. Well, I mean, depends how you played it. You could have gone break even at that 5 minute and held for a 1 hour. But then again, is there like really a reason to assume that 5 minutes going to hold? Not really. I think maybe the only thing wrong with that trade is just the lack of DOLs on NQ. There isn't really a reason to go higher on NQ. And this SMT that we do get at the daily could well be an SMT that delivers us lower. That is a recent swing, you know what I mean? It's not like it's a swing from ages ago. Do we end up going bearish from here? We don't. Looks like we tapped into, yeah, 2 hour and then delivered higher. Interesting. Probably going to do one more day here. So, did that daily hold? It doesn't look like it. It did not. So, high time frame, I probably would want to be bullish here. However, as it stands, we are respecting bearish, displacing lower. So, I am just going to follow the trend. No reason to fade it. So, we got that 30-minute on both assets. So, let's see if we get a trade from it. And we just displace lower. See what's in this range again. Not really anything to, yeah, not much to support prices higher on NQ. Obviously, ES has got that large imbalanced range, but without true manipulation. It's not really something I'm going to be interested in. All I'd be waiting for now is a 15-minute continuation, which we do open up. Are we going to get a trade towards it though? I doubt it. Do we have anything that we could get a mech from? Not really. I don't want to go fishing for something if it isn't obvious. So the only obvious key levels that I can see that will support prices higher are going to be that 4-hour on ES and the 2-hour intermediate term low on NQ. If we don't sweep that, I won't be looking for a mech. Do we open up a new 15-minute? We do on ES. Is that 30-minute now? 15 minutes until. Oh, we don't actually open one up on ES. Never mind. So yeah, still just looking for that 15-minute con here. I think we open that 30-minute now. We do. Hopefully we tap into that to then trade away. 10:30. We get our true manipulation, just looking for an inversion now, which we do get. Is at the highest time frame. 2-minute. Is that a 2-minute? I don't think it is. Oh wait. Oh wait. No. So this 1-minute is the highest time frame. Is it correlated with ES? It is. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I think I'm going to take it. And then I will go through it in a moment. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm just going to leave my stop loss where it is at the high, I think. No reason to mess about with that. Is there reason to go break even at this low? Yeah, I'll just target that low. There's no need to go for anything crazy. Same here on ES. So, yeah, let me go through this trade. So, obviously, as it stands, we are just, like, we did get that daily inversion, which we would assume, right, we're going to trade high from that. However, following current order flow, what are we doing? Well, we're respecting bearish, displacing lower, not really, well, disrespecting bullish as well, with this little 4-hour down here. Same picture on ES, same story on ES. Yeah, we inverse that 4-hour, where would we assume is our next DOL? This 4-hour down here. We open up that 30-minute, we tap into it. What do we have at the lows? Well, we got all this generated liquidity. Same on ES, all this generated liquidity. Tap into it, instant inversion of the highest time frame in the leg with displacement. Only worry, I suppose, is the fact that we have got that little bit of a rejection wick at the bottom, but we are displacing through the lows. So, oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm going back. Don't even start. Right. Yeah, as I was saying, the only thing to worry about is kind of that rejection wick. It is like half the size of the candle body, but that's the only thing to worry about. So, not really going to show it much attention there. Will be TPing or break even in if ES takes that and we're not already at a 1-to-1. But other than that, I will be letting it ride. Just going break even based on structure. So we have got a 3-minute here. We're opening up a 4-minute. I'd like to see that hold. We do not hold that. We hold that 3-minute. I'm not going to go break even. I'd like to see us flush lower now. Don't really want to see us mess around. I'd be going break even there. Why? Well, we rebalanced this 4-minute, which was the highest time frame on both assets. We then displaced lower, opened up this 1-minute, held this 1-minute, where we've now probably created a 30-second on this leg. Yeah, a 30-second. So what would I assume? Well, if we're going to be bearish and my bias is right, we shouldn't really wick too far above this to be able to stop me out at break even and then trade lower. So I'm going to go break even there. Oh, ES did take that low. I didn't actually notice that. Where's my 1-to-1? I'm going to move my TP to 1-to-1, 45.50. Yeah. Looks like we would have got the 1-to-1 if it had been in real time. We should get it anyway, yeah. So, not too bad there. I think I'm going to call it there. Let's have a look at the stats. So, how many days was that actually? So, we did, what's that? 7 days there. 7 days, 4 trades. Not too bad, I think that was. Yeah, 7 days, 4 trades. 3 wins, 1 loss. The loss, to be fair, probably was avoidable. It was a bit of an iffy one, but I probably could have avoided it. 75% win rate, up $1,000, average RR of 1. Every trader 1 to 1. Yeah, that's not too bad. Pretty decent backtesting session there. So if you do want to see more of these backtesting sessions, make sure to smash all the buttons below, and I will catch you in the next one.